Okay, so I'm making this recording to sort of demonstrate a principle in the Yoshi matchup. Um, it's nice to consider armor break percentages, but that's not the whole story, and you want to be careful what situations you're breaking armor in, because at the lower percentages, your armor breaks are often unsafe. So I've put together a bunch of situations here. So in this situation, Yoshi's at zero, Samus is at zero, and Yoshi's going to go off the stage. And if you get this down smash, this will kill the Yoshi. It sends them into they just don't have an option to recover. Sometimes they can smash DI upward, but they really have to be very careful. You're not going to get punished for it either way. If they try to do a rising egg, your down smash will clank with the egg and hit them anyways. Um, but yeah, this is a situation that occurs sometimes because down smash will break the armor at 0%. Does that mean you should be using armor at 0%? And that's what I'm trying to address here. Is that like no you shouldn't, because let's think about this situation, right? Let's say that you have an opportunity to use this down smash against some kind of grounded double jump on stage. This isn't really likely to happen, but I'm sure that once your F smash is unlocked, you might be tempted to use F smash against double jump cancel, or against double jump, sorry. And you're gonna find that it breaks the armor just fine. The problem is that once the Yoshi lands, you're still in end lag, and down smash has roughly 33 frames of end lag, and so when Yoshi lands, all the time in the world to punish you. So it's not good to be trading damage here. Usually, you want to get clean hits as much as possible. So, um, you know, replace replace that down smash with, like, uh, this applies to whether or not there's an F smash or an up tilt. The things that we usually like to break armor with, um, are not safe if they break them in a way that lets Yoshi counterattack. And I'm going to get a little more into this in my next example. So, um, here, let's go to slot one. So here, I just try to nair Yoshi, and Yoshi double jump armors and immediately counterattacks me, and this is awful. Um, because this is the percent at which Yoshi's at 80, so I know that Nair breaks armor. I get destroyed. Um, One of the big reasons why we use Bear is because even after we hit it, even if it just barely breaks armor, Yoshi's going to go straight down and not be in a position to punish us, which is great, right? So we can look at that again. And so you might be saying, like, oh yeah, like, so we should just use Bear instead of Nair. And I mean, to some degree, Bear is much more useful and has more use cases than Nair and breaks armor sooner. But there's going to be situations where Bear isn't going to work, and we kind of have to Nair in some sense. And in those situations, it's more about how your aerial trajectories interact and less about the actual move you're using, right? So situationally, there was a good time for us to use down smash, so we use down smash. And then when it's not a good time to use down smash, we're not going to use down smash, right? We're going to take a pop shot with back air, or we're going to try to shoot more missiles, right? We're trying to get safe damage on Yoshi, and that is the case for Nair too. So, right, you see how my trajectory intersects with Yoshi just barely, and what happens even if I slow it down, right? So Yoshi jumps up. If my trajectory and Yoshi's trajectory only cross at this single point, by the time Yoshi reacts, he's too far away, and even if he starts his up air very soon, it's not going to touch me because I'm already here by the time it comes out. So the goal here is if you're only barely breaking the armor, you want to be very careful with the situation that comes afterward, right? Think about Yoshi going straight down afterwards. Think about how high off the ground he's going to land, right? He's going to go air to ground and have 4 frames of landing leg. So think about, your frame advantage, but don't let that dissuade you from using the option. You just have to create a scenario in which it's safe. And usually that's done by altering your aerial trajectory.